only to him, but a big shout out to I met this new lady, man, and that was at the Main Street Art Festival on yesterday. She go by the name of Amazing Grace. What are your thoughts on that, man?
Oh, that's wonderful, man. That's wonderful. And that's amazing. Because as we get out with Channel 49, and shout out again to Dion of Enlisted, and to his beautiful wife as well, Toy, who worked. I guess they think they're releasing that album. So shouts out to them as well. But to get out and the Channel 49 to be out. Yeah,
right.
you say?
Tatoya is got a new album coming out, and I'm very excited about it. And we're working on something real big coming up for the month of June. I'll be giving y'all more details about that. But again, a shout out to Amazing Grace. I got a chance to meet her on yesterday in downtown Fort Worth. I don't know if I told you that, but I went to the Main Street Art Festival. I know, man, you did the Main Street Art Festival on Friday.
Right.
And of course, it came on TV. If you live in New York, it'll be coming on Friday, man. But I had an opportunity to meet a young lady by the name of Amazing Grace yesterday as I was filming, taking pictures. You know how you be taking pictures of yourself, and then after you start taking pictures and stuff. So she asked me, she said, "Do you want me to take this picture?" And that's how we conversated. And man, she is so sweet. She went to a concert yesterday at the Bass Hall. It's called it was a Classica and stuff. And so she said she used to work for a Classica radio station. And so I got a chance to meet her, man. She's real cool and stuff. So shout out to Amazing Grace, who is cool to us right here on Channel 49. What do you think about that, man?
Yeah, most definitely. And that's what I was going to say. As we get out, there at Times Square, and shouts out to the Legal Cafe as well. Where we did our broadcast at. As we able to get out more and more, and meet more people, and that's the whole name of the game, be able to get out, be able to meet people in their expertise, find out what their expertise are, do exclusive interviews with them and make friendships right there, man. More power to you. And congratulations.
Yeah. Again, a big shout out to Amazing Grace. I promised I was gonna give her a shout out on radio, on TV. Tune in to us right now, right here on Channel 49 TV. So big shout out to her. Also, a big shout out to our girl Nikki. And congratulations to John. Y'all heard the news. John will be sworn in very soon. He is the new. Justice. How does that feel, man? How does it feel?
It's something that I'm just really soaking in, just like, a lot of things that's happening now in the African American community, where we have the new everybody, presidents and all this kind of stuff that's coming up. So me being the VP, under Nikki, the beautiful Miss Nikki, it's just something that I'm ready to really work at and really get out and shed light to the community, because the background for United My Justice is some big shoes to fill. So, we're just really ready to get out and really get in the community, rally behind the community, and look for those who are seeking justice, and really put that forth, put our best foot down.
That's what I'm talking about, man. And again, congratulations to you, man. And also, man, we're going to get into some news in a minute, man, because the big top story news continue to go all over is the Will Smith. And we got some new information that we're going to talk about tonight on this show. So we're going to be getting into that in a few more minutes, man. We only got, 30 minutes on this show. Right. So everybody out there tuning in to us. And, this week on Channel 49, tomorrow, I'm excited, man. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, we got a special movie preview that's going to be premiering called Ice Age 2. So, yes, and we want all the family out there to make sure that you check that out right here on Channel 49 tomorrow night at 7. So as soon as we go off the air, I forgot we go off at 6:30 and we come back on at 10 and go off at 10:30. So again, Ice Age was shown. And earlier today, man, we showed the Jesus movie. We got that coming on all this week. And then this weekend is going to be playing all throughout the weekend, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. So all your regular shows that normally come on won't be coming on because of the Jesus movie, man. And that's what that all that's going to be taking place all this week. So what we trying to do, man, is to do a lot of new stuff here in the community.
Yeah,
What do you think
absolutely.
on that?
Oh yeah, and with you being spearheading this thing, and congratulations to you as well. And I want to give you a shout out as well for your for the work that you did with what's that, the Stream News?
Yeah. Stream is the one that power our television station. Stream power many different television stations around the world, and so they've been in business since 2016. And they have grew, oh my God, it's so many people around the world that use Stream as their television power to power TV. So again, a big congratulations to Stream TV. And man, it's a lot. It's a lot, man. It's definitely a lot. All right, man, let's talk about certain news, man. We got a lot of stuff. We're going to talk about a big congratulations to Ketanji Brown Jackson. Friday, if you haven't heard the news, and we're gonna play the video, she was sworn in and confirmed on Friday. What are your thoughts on that, man? Before we go to the video, what are your thoughts on that?
Here's another beautiful African American woman in the Supreme Court justice, and not only have the mindset for such a millennial deal as a Supreme Court justice in the time that we're dealing with now, and so much and so needed for the African American community. I'm very excited for her and for the African American community, and we'll just have to see what's going to take place in the years to come.
And not only that, man, we want people to know that this is a proud moment. This should be a proud moment for African American all across the country. Not only African American, but everybody across the country, that we finally got another African American woman. This is the first African American woman to be in the Supreme Court. Am I correct?
Absolutely, and Kamala's not alone now.
Wow, man. So I tell you what we're gonna do, you guys. We're gonna go it's a minute and 9 seconds. I think it's less than a minute. We're gonna go to it, and we'll be right back.
Under the previous order, all post-cloture time has expired. The question occurs on the nomination of Ketanji Brown Jackson of the District of Columbia to be an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States.
I ask for the yeas and nays.
Is there a sufficient second? There is, and certainly appears to be, a sufficient second. The clerk will call the roll. On this vote, the yeas are 53, the nays are 47, and this nomination is confirmed.
Wow, man. Oh my God. That I mean, what are your thoughts on that, man? That is so beautiful.
You see the standing ovation, you hear in Kamala's voice, we pretty soon we're not gonna be able to say the White House, we're gonna have to say the zebra.
Wow. Nah.
Absolutely. I'm just excited, and I know those that are on the floor and in the cabinet and in the Senate, those that are part of the three justices that make up our democracy. Not all. Those that are on the left wing and right wing, those that are independent, those that are Democrat and Republican. this is a time to really bathe in seeing the underbelly of America really surface and say, hey, you know, it's time to regurgitate the so long hostility in the races. What do you think about that?
I think you're right. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what she's going to be bringing to the table. I know she's going to bring some knowledge. I know she's smart. You can tell, you definitely can tell she's smart. And I want people also to know that this is an opportunity. We already got young girls already saying, hey, I can be the next vice president. I can be the next president. But now we can also add to there, hey, you know what? If she can do it, I can be the next Supreme Court. I can work for the next Supreme Court for the rest of my life. So this is an opportunity for young girls around the country. I know I got a little niece now, and you know, my thing is I want to make sure that she has dreams. And it's so important, man, because if you notice, man, a lot of our young men do not have vision. A lot of our young men do not even feel that they even have opportunity. So we got to make sure that we give the opportunity to our young Black males that are tuned in to us. We got to make sure that they get the opportunity to be able to say, hey, if she can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. If Barack Obama can be the president, me as a Black man, I can be the president. What are your thoughts on that, man?
You know, I think that, you know, those who were born at that time, that we did have the first Black president that we know about during in millennial times, that we should that generation of people, they grew up for 8 years seeing somebody that reflected upon them. So seeing something now after that 8 years, and now say that they were 8 and now, you know, became 16, you know, it's a different mindset. But for those who had never seen that and had been generations before them, for people like ourselves, it's been a long time coming. But although the wool never really be over our face, we just be happy to see the face in the position, because we know what that position represents.
And you're definitely right about that, man. And we're going to continue. You're going to see us continue to talk about this, man. But we got to move on to the next topic. Then, if I tell you that it's almost time for us to go to our first break, it's almost time for us to go to the first break. But I want to talk about this, man, because so many people in the community here in Fort Worth. Let's talk about the Fort Worth news, man. Getting ready for Eric Dean trial will be coming up in May, and the city of Fort Worth, man, is already talking about their plans in place for the protesters, people that decide they want to protest for the unrest, man. What are your thoughts on that? The Fort Worth Police Department said that they got a plan in place. Let's talk about that, brother, because the big Eric Dean trial is coming up next month, and people around the country is going to be putting their spotlight right here in the city of Fort Worth. Let's talk about that, and why is that so important, man, for us to focus on that?
You know, there's many things that's going on in the country, and this is just from my particular take, so it doesn't reflect on anything for Channel 49 TV. This is my particular take. I think that for the city of Fort Worth, for the state of Texas, the heart of Texas, you know, Dallas, Fort Worth basically is the heart of Texas, the hub of Texas. For something like this to take place, and trials of this magnitude centered around the African American culture, I believe that for the city of Fort Worth, it's going to be a great magnitude of people that's going to be looking from both sides, And so it's just really time to brace ourselves in the city. So much going on in different cities, different metropolitan areas, that we have to really brace ourselves and really look for some light shed upon this particular trial and this particular case. There's going to be a lot of eyes watching.
Yeah, and you know what, man? I definitely agree with you 100% on that, because that's important for us to really focus and get together and know what's going on here, right here on Channel 49 TV. And that's what we want to be. We want to be the voice of the community. Now, let's talk about this also, man, because we know we've been fighting for justice for many years. But I also want to talk about this, man, because people need to understand. The city of Fort Worth has a big thing, election coming up May the 7th. And I am very angry and upset about that, because the city of Fort Worth is asking for a salary increase, and I don't believe that the city of Fort Worth, the city council and the mayor needs a salary increase right now. They want to be if they get this, if the voters vote yes, I'm gonna make sure I say it right. They're gonna get a big increase, and they're gonna be the biggest top paying city council and mayor across the state of Texas. What are your thoughts on that, man?
You know, in the early 90s, there was a thing by Laura Miller, and they were doing Stronger Mayor, you know, and that was in the I think millennial, in the millennial. Ron Kirk was the mayor in the early 90s. But in the early millennial, they did a deal called the Stronger Mayor, and I think that this piggybacks on that particular Laura Miller 2002 Stronger Mayor to advocate, and I just think that this also is a ripple to really divert you from the things that we should really be focused on.
Right.
And so when we take time away to focus on things like you know, financial things that would be some type of a raise for across the board, it shifts focus on things that are weightier matters, and you know, so it's just playing politics all around. We just have to understand what the politics are being played.
But here's the deal, man, and I definitely agree with you on that. For those who tune in to us right here on Channel 49 TV, we are your new local news right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and across the country. We focus on a lot of local stuff, but we also focus on a lot of nationwide and global stuff. Man, let's talk about this, man, because you're right. I definitely agree with you on that. But the reason I say that we should say no, why give the city council and the mayor all this extra money when we got a major homeless problem that's happening right here in the city of Fort Worth? We got a major problem with the homeless problem. We need a better shelter right here in Fort Worth, and we're not even focusing on that. Our city council is so busy focusing on everything else, but they're not focusing on what's the right thing to be focusing on. And by the way, I got to tell you this, man, is that the rental aid assistant that the city of Fort Worth did is no longer in position. So when you got a president, and I'm not talking about our president because I love our president, but let's be real. When you got the president of the United States giving billions of dollars to overseas to Ukraine, and we got people over here in America who are suffering. And when you got people not only in America that are suffering, but you got people across the country, right here in Fort Worth, Texas, that are suffering because you got America who wants to pocket the money, the city council want to pocket the money instead of doing the right thing and helping people to get out the street. That is a major problem that we're having in Fort Worth. And I'm saying to the mayor of Fort Worth, if you tune in, I'm saying to the city council, if you tune in, let's put our focus where the focus needs to be focused. The focus needs to be on making sure that the homeless people are taken care of, making sure we do the right thing, and making sure that our military vet, our former military vet is taken care of. This is not happening in our city. So I'm saying to the city of Fort Worth, get it together, get it right. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble, because we're going to protest that, because it don't make any sense. Election is coming up May the 7th. We got to make sure, and I'm encouraging the citizens of Fort Worth to vote no on this salary increase with the mayor of Fort Worth. Manny Parker, you do not need extra money. City council, you don't need extra money. You just came in office. Okay, you have not even been here a year as far as the mayor go, and you haven't been there, and the new city council, you haven't been here. So my answer to you guys, you don't need a race. What you need to focus on is the real issue that's happening right here in Fort Worth. The problem we have, like I say, is a major problem with the homeless problem. This is what we need to be focusing on, trying to get the people out the streets and making sure we get mental health counseling for our people and get them off the street. Now, brother, I want to talk to you about that because you got a chance to go to Los Angeles, and you also got a chance to you know, get this recertification to get that help, to make sure you can help other people. Let's talk about that, brother, right here, because we got a lot of mental illness going on, not only in Fort Worth of Dallas, but across the country, where people are getting guns and they shoot up shoot up whoever they can shoot up. Man, tell us a little bit about that real quick too, man.
Mental health lives matter. First aid responders. Mental health lives matter. First aid responders. And I've been certified for mental health first aid responders, adults, assisting adults and assisting children, and for the military. So this is something that also plagues our community as well. And this has been going on, I think, since 2002. I believe this is when this was started. Mental Health Lives Matter through the MFHA, Mental Health Lives Matter. And so this is something that we really need to take serious as well, because this is a trend that goes real deep into the root of our community, in every aspect of our lives, from the cradle to the grave, so to speak. In everything that we do, there is some type of mental trauma, mental health, mental something that we deal with, especially being in the jungles of America as African American people, and that stems from having having a corporate job to a white or blue collar job. So we have to really look into what we can do to really help ourselves. And as I've been certified, I deal with this mental health trauma within my own family first. And so we're able to go up to, if we see something going down and, that there's officers involved in it, we're able to assess the situation, let them know that we're licensed, that we're certified, that we do hold certificates, license certificates. This is one for the adults, and this is one for the health assistant children, first aid responders here. And so I've been certified. So this is something that's really helpful for our community, and we really need to look into these things and really start coming together to bring forth some type of justice for ourselves, and start giving ourselves some type of counsel within our own self, within our own community, because I think we have the answer within ourselves.
I love that, brother. I love what you're doing, and that is so true, man. And we definitely need to have more of that going on right here. But those who tune in to us, you're tuning into us right here on Channel 49 Daily News. We do this every single night at 6 p.m. and we come back on. If you miss us at 6, you can check us out at 10 p.m. We talk about very important hot topics that's happening across the country with that. And also, let's talk about this, man. Everybody is still, we continue to hear people talk about the Will Smith. I don't got no video, man, but let's talk about that slap how went viral all over the world. Let's talk about that, Brad.
I think Mike Epps, everybody's really talking about the Jada Pinkett and the Will Smith deal, the ordeal, if there's going to be a lawsuit, or what's going to take place or transpire from this. My thoughts on it again is that all the things that he's done up until this point, you can't discredit everything he's done. I don't think nobody really is. And Chris, on the other hand, I really admire him. This is his time and his opportunity to really start to really shine. And if he wants to, bring forth a lawsuit, I don't think if he does.
I got some new information that just came in. Are you ready?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, here goes the new information. Chris Rock told a reporter over the weekend that, and I don't know if y'all heard about it, but the Ricky Smiley Morning Show is reporting, and this is coming from Gary with the T, is reporting that Chris Rock was spotted at a major law firm in New York last week. We want to say Thursday or Friday. So they're not giving us the details, but it's looking like that he is definitely shopping for a lawyer. Okay, that's one. Over the week, after the report came in, Chris Rock told a reporter out there in Los Angeles that he is not talking to anybody until he gets his money, which indicates to me he's beating around. He's not beating around the bush, but it's like he's trying to know that he is definitely filing a lawsuit. He said that he is not going to talk to anybody until he gets his money, which indicates to us there is a lawsuit probably on the table, and he's getting prepared. Especially when Gary with the T made a statement and said he was at a major place in New York City at a major law firm that was spotted last week on a Thursday or Friday. And then all of a sudden he tells a reporter over the weekend that he is not talking to anybody, and he's not talking about Will Smith until he gets his money. So what that tell you right there, man, you know, sometimes they beat around the bush and don't tell us nothing, but I know that sounds like to me, and other people saying the same thing. It sounds to me that he already have it in place.
The lawsuit coffee's brewing.
Yeah,
Sounds like the lawsuit coffee's brewing. Well, you know,
this is what I think about it. I think what's going on is Tony Brown and his family must have, I believe, have convinced him and his personal friend have convinced him that he needs to file a lawsuit.
It really depends on what type of attorney he was going to. If he was going to a real estate attorney, that's one thing. And so it just depends on the type of attorney that he was going to see. And that really tells you the story. However, it sounds like something's in the mix. Sounds like something is in the pot brewing up. And we'll just see what Will's reaction to be, because there's always settlements and settle out of court things and stuff like that.
Speaking of Will, they made a major, a lot went on Friday, man, from Contender Jackson to the Academy making a major decision. And so it's looking like that now Will Smith will not be allowed to go to the Academy for the next 10 years.